Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Language and Life Skills. I'm Matthew Adekani. Today I would like to present to you some classical idioms. Some idioms that have a classical background. So I will mention their meaning and their background. So here we go. The first one, a scapegoat. A scapegoat is someone on whom blame is placed, whereas the mistake is made by someone else. It has its origin in the Jewish ceremony of the high priest gathering of the people once a year and symbolically placing all their sins on the head of a goat. And then the goat is released into the wilderness, symbolically taking away all their sins. Next one, a whipping boy. A whipping boy, this is from English custom in the palaces. English royals do not go to school, they are taught by a tutor. In the class, the prince might make some mistake or he may be at fault. The tutor cannot touch the person of his majesty. Therefore, he calls a boy and whips him instead of whipping the prince. And the prince knows he is at fault. And this boy is paid a little money for getting the whipping. That is a whipping boy. Next, mess of pottage. Mess of pottage is something that is worthless and it is exchanged for something far more valuable. The story has its origin in the Bible about two brothers, Esau and Jacob. Esau is very hungry after hunting in the fields, and when he sees Jacob with a nice soup in his hands, appetizing soup, he sells his birthright to get that soup. So this is a mess of pottage, something worthless, and that is something really valuable is exchanged for this. What is something that is worthless. Next, we have pound of flesh. Pound of flesh is a cruel, harsh penalty exacted from someone. The reference is to Shylock in The Merchant of Venice of Shakespeare. Antonio has borrowed money from Shylock. He is not able to pay back the money in time. And so he is taken to the court. By that time, somebody else is offering thrice the amount to Shylock, but he will not take it. He demands, insists on having his pound of flesh. Next, a Philistine. Once again, from the Bible. A Philistine is an uncultured, wild person. In the Old Testament, the Israelites were living near the Philistines, and they were hostile neighbors. Often they would raid Israel territory, and so they were always inimical to each other. A Philistine, therefore, is one who is a wild person without culture. Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a gift that is given with a malicious purpose. So we go back to Greek mythology and Greek stories. The Trojan War. The Greeks are besieging the city of Troy. And one time during the war, they give the Trojans a big wooden horse and they keep it at the gate of Troy. And Trojans, the joy is seeing the gift, take it inside, but inside there are soldiers, Greek soldiers hiding, and they attack the Greeks. So that is a Trojan horse, a gift that is deceitful. So we have the saying about this, I fear the Greeks bringing gifts. I fear the Greeks bringing gifts. Not every gift is to be trusted. Next, outherod Herod. Outherod Herod. This means to be extremely cruel. To be extremely cruel. The origin is from Shakespeare's Hamlet, where Hamlet is telling the actors not to overdo, not to overact. And Basic reference is to King Herod, cruel King Herod, who had little babies under 2 years of age executed to get rid of the baby Jesus. These are known as the holy innocents. So those are very cruel, like, or even worse than Herod, say they are out Heroding Herod. Next, devil's advocate. Devil's advocate is someone who challenges popular notions and ideas to test their strength. The setting for this idiom is a canonization process in Rome, process of declaring somebody a saint. So there will be an attorney, a lawyer, who will try to find out the weaknesses of the person so that the canonization need not take place, or so that the person is really tested for his holiness. So that is the role of the devil's advocate. Next, we have the 11th hour. The 11th hour means the last minute. This is from a parable of Jesus about workers in the vineyard. They go to work in the vineyard at different hours, from morning 6 till evening 5. Work will end by 6 o'clock. So those who go by evening 5 o'clock, they are working only 1 hour. They are gone at the 11th hour. But the generous master pays all of them the same wage, 1 day's wage. So if you are doing something last minute, you are doing it at the 11th hour. Last one is quixotic. Quixotic. This is from the story, the novel of Don Quixote by the Spanish author Cervantes. Don Quixote is an impractical, fanciful man. He imagines himself to be a knight and he is going to fight all the evils of the world. Riding on a jaded horse, he is doing many silly things like fighting the windmills. So from this character we have the word quixotic. So quixotic is an idea that is impractical and fanciful. Friends, I hope you like these idioms and the explanations, background to them, so that you have a full grasp of their meaning. Bye. See you another time, another day. Bye.